also come up if you want to. Let one of them leave the comments. It's up to you. That's one way of getting it out. Because I find if they walk away with something, it's not just just think about it. You know, that's not going to be lost.
And I didn't even have to pick. There you go. Why were you out of time for the funeral? Was that a large funeral? I said. The fifth Aliyah. I understand you did this Aliyah in Croatia a year ago.
Exactly a year ago.
Cool.
The fourth Sukkot, the fourth intermediate day of Sukkot.
Yeah?
I'd like to say a couple of words,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be a pleasure.
Well, I know the big stuff. I still have several definitely. The guy is no longer a teenager, but still acting like him.
Welcome.
Well, you're not going to
Ani, did you follow did you look at the chart? Does it look good?
I didn't look at it. That would be my project.
Okay, let's start. It's 9:15.
Just spend a few bucks
Why? It's small and it's perfect.
so we can put something in the back. That's what
I don't want other poodles.
no, it will be in the opposite wall.
People look around and they see it every time anyone turns. I know they do. Radio stations too. Yeah. You don't want it. Okay. Okay, sure. For sure. Students from Gray Academy and visiting from Israel. Yes. Yes. Hi, Jay. What? Good Shabbos, pal. Great to see you, buddy. You ready?
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, morning, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Moed Tov. Moed Tov. Yeah, we reserve the Chag Sameach for the festival part of the Sukkot, which are basically the first 2 days and the last 2. And in between, we said Moed Tov is Chol Hamoed. So this is a very special Shabbat, Chol Hamoed Sukkot. And with sometimes some synagogue, they have some crazy traditions like reading the entire book of Ecclesiastes, Kohelet. I don't know if you ever read that book. It's a very interesting one. And God willing, we are going to talk a little bit more about that during the sermon part of the service. But it's great to be together, celebrating Sukkot, celebrating Shabbat. So it's great. And we welcome all of you who came out of the comfort of your homes to celebrate Shabbat with us in person. There's also an opportunity to welcome everybody who is watching online on YouTube and listening on TuneIn Radio. It's great that we have different opportunities to connect with each other. And we have a special welcome for students from Gray Academy that they are visiting, and also some students from Israel that they are visiting Gray Academy, and they came with them to celebrate Shabbat and Sukkot with us. So welcome, all of you over there. It's great to have you here. And you see, Sukkot is the festival of the guests. We celebrate the Ushpizim. We especially recognize different guests every day of Sukkot. So it's great to celebrate Sukkot at Shul with actual guests. So it's amazing. So thank you for coming to celebrate with us. And Sukkot is also a time where we have an opportunity to connect with God with minimal interference. I don't know if you realize how basic the sukkah is. No distractions. No distractions. And I believe that one of the biggest problems we have to develop relationships with each other are the distractions that we have in our lives. And I don't know if you noticed, the distractions have been evolved in different generations. Some people say, well, the problems are the cell phones. I'm trying to talk to my husband, he's always on the cell phone. Well, I was watching an old movie the other day, and it was the same thing, except that instead of the cell phone, the guy was reading the newspaper. It's almost like we always find a distraction. So we don't have to be in a situation that we have to connect with each other. Well, Shabbat is a time where we put those distractions aside, and we try to focus on each other, and we try to rebuild that relationship with God that sometimes we neglect because we have so many distractions. So, this is also an announcement. No distractions. No cell phones, no newspapers. And let's begin together with the Birkot HaShachar, where we have an opportunity to count our blessings. Page 5, please rise. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatatabi, Shenatatabi, Tehorai, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan la'asech v'ivin alav k'meyom v'layla. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani betzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben chorihin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokeif kefufim. Together. Neshama. Natata bi. Shenatata bi. Tehorahi. Tehorahi. Page 6. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokah haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa li kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamehim mitzaden gaber. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozer Israel bigevura. Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam oter Israel betifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam anoten layaef gohak. One more time. Beautiful. You may be seated. We are going to continue on page 8. In the middle of the page, we have an opportunity to praise the name of God, the name of Hashem, singing together the Psalm 150, Hallelujah. Hallelujah, el bekocho, Hallelujah, virgia uzo, Hallelujah, vigorosa. Hallelujah, quero budlo, Hallelujah. Beteka shofar, hallelujah, and you know it. Hallelujah, betofu makol. Hallelujah, beminim veuga. Hallelujah, betzil zelecha. Hallelujah, betzil zeledrua. Kolan shamate hallelujah. Hallelujah. Please rise for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 46. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, וילמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי יכון וביום יכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, ברכתה ונחמתה, יעמידם ויעלמה ויאמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה משמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. You may be seated as we continue with our service on page 10. Second paragraph, Shocheנת Maron. Shocheנת Maron וקדוש שמו בפי ישרים תתהלל ובדברי צדיקים תתברך ובלשון חסידים תתרומם ובקרב קדושים תתקדש. Bottom of the page, חצי קדיש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי יכון וביום יכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יש מרבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דעמידה ועלמה, ויאמרו 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 ויאמרו. Please rise to bless the name of God. Baruch Hu, the call to prayer, page 12. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach לעולם ועד. Baruch Adai Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam Yotzer or uborech Hoshem Oseh shalom uvoret hakol. You may be seated. We are about to continue with the Shema Israel on page 14. So I'd like to invite you all to cover your eyes to recite the Shema Israel, to once again to detach ourselves from all kind of distractions, visual distractions, to see if at least when we say the word Adonai Echad, God is one, we can say it with kavanah, with intentions, and again, without anything distracting us from that profound concept. I invite you to cover your eyes, page 14. Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Page 15, first paragraph in Hebrew. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לפניך ודיברת בה בשבתך וביתך ולכתך בדרך שוכבך וקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Please continue silently with the recitation of the Shema Israel, second paragraph of page 15, and then the whole page 16, on top of page 17. Adonai Elohim, amen. From page 17, let's continue. Acknowledging God power. Michamocha. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai. Michamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nodat tehilot. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar b'kodesh. ישראל, ומה בעזרת ישראל. ובטחי ממך יהודה בישראל, מו עלינו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה ברוך אתה אדוני גד ישראל. And we're about to continue with the Amidah, our central prayer. But we are going to do it in an Echa Kedusha style, which means that we are going to sing together the first part up to the end of the Kedusha, that is the Ledor Vador prayer. After that, we'll have an opportunity to continue silently. So for that part, you can use the words in front of you in the Siddur, or you can replace that for your own words of prayer. The most important thing of this part of the service is to have an opportunity to connect with our Creator. If we can do it through the words of the Siddur, great. If not, use your own words so you can feel that you're connected to your Creator. And if you're using the words of the Siddur, you have to remember to add the paragraph corresponding to Chol Hamoed Sukkot, which starts with the words Ya'aleh ve'yavo, and that will be a gray box on page 24, but that whenever that moment comes. For now, let's sing together, page 18, the Amidah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם, אדוני, מקיים את אימתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מקיים מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך מימית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. page 20. ונאמנת להחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה המתים. bottom of the page. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו, וקרא הזל זה ואמר קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלוא כל הארץ כבודו אחז וקול רעש גדול אדיר וחזק משמיעים קול מתנסים לעומת צרפים לעומתם ברוך יאמרו ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו ממקומך מלכנו תופיע ותמלוך עלינו כמחכים אנחנו לך מתי תמלוך בציון וקרוב ימינו לעולם ועד תשכון תתגדל ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך לדור ודור ולנצח נצחים ואיננו תרנה מלכותך כדבר האמור בשירי עוזיך על ידי דוד משיח צדקך ימלוך אדוני לעולם אלוהי ציון לדור ודור הללויה page 22 לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו מבינו לא ימוש לעולם לעולם ועד לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך כי אל מלך גדול גדול וקדוש גדול וקדוש אתה כי אל מלך גדול גדול וקדוש גדול וקדוש אתה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Please continue silently. Remember to add the Ya'aleh ve'yavo paragraph on page 24. before we continue with the service, we have a special addition that we wanted to add today to the service. In honor to our visitors, we're going to sing, hopefully together, a special prayer for the state of Israel. Beautiful setting by Cantor Meir Finkelstein. שבשמיים צור ישראל וגואלו ברך את מדינת ישראל ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו again עליה בעזרת וברכת חסדך ופרוס עליה סוכת שלומך ושלח אורך לראשי השרה בארצה ותקנם ועצה טובה מלפניך אבינו שבשמיים צור ישראל וגואלו ברך את מדינת ישראל ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו ונאמר אמן You can't go wrong with Finkelstein. Yeah, good combination. Okay, so we have another special thing today, but this one isn't the Siddur. It's the Hallel. Because in Sukkot, we add some verses, some extra praises to Hashem, to God. So I would like to invite you all to rise. And we have a special version of the Hallel, page 29. I'm going to sing the opening blessing, and then you're going to answer amen to my blessing, and then you're going to repeat it. Let's see if it works. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו לקרוא את ההלל. It's on 113, bottom of page 29. Hallelujah, 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 Adonai, hallelujah, את שם אדוני, יהי שם אדוני מבורך, אתה ועד עולם, ממזרח שמש עד מבוא, מעולה שם אדוני. הללויה, 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 רמה על כל גויים אדוני, על השמיים כבודו, מכאן אדוני אלוהינו, המגביל השמש, המשפיל עינו, בשמיים ובארץ. הללויה, 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 הללויה. מקימים מעפר טל, מהעקבות ירים אביון, להושיבים נתיבים, עם נתיבי עמו, הושיבי יקרת הבית, עם הבנים צמחה. הללויה, 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 הללויה. Middle of page 30. Adonai zekaranu yeparek, yeparek et bet Israel, yeparek et bet Aharon, yeparek ide Adonai, haketanim imagedolim, Yosef Adonai alechem, alechem ve'al benechem, beruchim atem l'Adonai, oseh sha'amayim va'aretz, mayim shamayim l'Adonai, ve'aretz nata libnei Adam, lo amedim ye'alleluya, ve'lo kol yordenu ma'a, v'anachnu nevarech yad, me'ata ve'ad olam, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah. Page 31, the closing blessing. And after the blessing, the ark will remain open for the Hoshanot for Shabbat. Ki lecha tov lehodot uleshivchana elezamer, ki me'olam ve'ad olam ata ha'el baruch ata Adonai melech me'ulal And if this were a regular day, regular weekday, at this point, we will all hold a lulav, an etrog. We'll be shaking it now and parading around the chapel and the sanctuary. But because it is Shabbat, the rabbis decided there is no lulav and etrog because you're not supposed to carry anything on Shabbat from your home to synagogue. So to avoid any kind of mistake that you forgot to bring your set to synagogue before Shabbat, rabbis decided, let's do it easier, let's make it easier for everybody. No lulav, no etrog on Shabbat. But it doesn't mean that we don't have the Hoshanot. We do have it, just shorter and without the lulav and the etrog. So the Hoshanot for Shabbat, page 31. Please repeat Hoshana after every phrase that I sing. Hoshana lemancha Eloheinu. Hoshana lemancha Boreinu. Hoshana Hoshana leman hagoalenu. Hoshana, Hoshana. Bottom of the page. Hoshia et amecha, ubarech et nachalatecha. Murem, 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 murem benase, murem benase mada olam. Murem, 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 murem benase, murem benase mada olam. Hoshia et amecha, ubarech et nachalatecha. Murem, 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 murem benase, murem benase mada olam. Murem, 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 murem benase, murem benase mada olam. The ark is closed, you may be seated. Kaddish Shalem, page 32. Yitkadal v'tkadash shemerava, Alma divrach rutei, Veyamlich barkut v'kayekonu yemekonu v'kayekonu Yisrael v'agalam v'mangari v'yimeru. Yesh merava mevorach, le'alam u'le'al me'almaya. יתברך משתבח בדורות ומתנשא וידבר וידל שם דקודשה בכולל המקורקת ושידתה תושבחת ונחמת מרים אל וימרו תתקבל צלותנו ותאון דכל ישראל קודם אבון דבישמיה וימרו יש למר רבה מן שמיה וקיים עלינו וכל ישראל וימרו עושה שלום ממרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואימרו אמן.
Esher Koach, Rabbi Matz,
Rabbi Leibel,
and to everybody for joining the Spirit and Shacharit and Hallel. We invite you to rise as we'll continue the Torah service. Rabbi Matz is going to go down to Ice's back. Ice's back. He's been dealing with incredible pain, so next year Esher Koach, and to join and lead our family service, which is back. So if there's anybody up here waiting for the family service to start, it starts in, well, as long as it takes Quasi to get down there. I'm just kidding.
okay, Claudio Frodo.
He's hurting. He's hurting. Torah service, page 33. I took my. Vayehi bin Soharon, Vayomer Moshe, Kuma Adonai, V'yachutzu oivecha, V'yanusu mesanecha, mipanecha, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, u'nehar Adonai mirushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah
הנצח וההוד, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים בארץ, לך אדוני הממלכה, והמתנשא לכל ראש. רממו, רממו, אדוני אלוהינו, והשתחוו לאדון רגליו קדוש הוא. רממו, רממו, אדוני אלוהינו, והשתחוו להר קודשו, כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו. Lai 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 ya lai 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 lai. I think the rabbi walked to Israel. He'll be back in about a week.
You can actually sit down if you want to. We've got timers. What? I just noticed. It makes no sense for looking at the hairstyle.
Shabbat shalom to everyone. If I missed your hand, I'm sorry. We'll catch you afterwards. And again, thank you and welcome to our guests. We'll be spending a little bit of time with our guests after the service because I'm sure they have many questions. I haven't been to too many services in Israel. Whenever I go to Israel, I'm usually on vacation. Last thing I want to do is go to synagogue. I know that sounds weird, but I mean, come on. Usually I'm, on the beach. Let's be honest. And but I can imagine that our service is not quite like what they have in Israel. So we're going to be spending some time together and taking questions and talking a little bit about how we got here. But the atmosphere, the ruach that you've created through your participation so far in the service has been fantastic. It really does feel like a special Shabbat, which it is, being Shabbat, Chol Hamoed, Sukkot, right? Which is why we have 2 scrolls. It does have the feeling of a festival. There is a special mafter reading that we often do, right? We do a second Torah scroll. So there is that feeling of the festivals, and we did the Hallel, it was so spirited, and the Hoshanot, so spirited. Really, it's great. We don't have the Lulav and Etrog, which is too bad, but we've got that feeling of Sukkot. And remember, Sukkot is Zman Simchatenu, time for our rejoicing. So, again, Yasher Koach to everyone, Kol HaKavod, great job. Now let's continue the next part with our Torah service. We'll switch our books from the paperback Sidurim to the red Chumashim so we can follow with the Torah reading. This is the Torah, we're breaking from the Parsha, right? So we have another week to go before we get to the first Parsha of the Torah, which is Breshit. And we don't read the last Parsha on a Saturday morning. That will be done in a combination of on Monday night and on Tuesday morning with Simchat Torah. So we take a break from the Parsha, and we read the reading that we always do on the Shabbat of Chol Hamoed Sukkot and Chol Hamoed Pesach. This is that reading. And why? Well, there's a few connections. On the festivals, not on Shabbat, but on the festivals, when we take the Torah out of the ark, we add these verses. Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum V'Chanun. Right? The attributes of God. This big moment where God reveals God's self in a manner of speaking to Moshe. Those words come from this reading. And also the idea of festivals and how to celebrate and how to rejoice is captured in this reading, because this reading happens in the aftermath of the golden calf. It's from the book of Exodus, from the book of Shemot. We start in the middle of chapter 33, we go into chapter 34, and just a couple of chapters before was when Moses was taking too long on the mountain, and the people, my joke is the ink wasn't even dry on the 10 Commandments. And how do the 10 Commandments start off? No other gods before me. 40 days, a few weeks, Moses is gone. They worship a new fake god. They build this golden calf. And Moses comes down and he smashes the tablets, and he's incensed and God is incensed. And Moses has to kind of bargain with God to spare the people. And he manages to do that. They send a plague. 3,000 people die. It's not quite enough. God is still really ticked off. And God says, you know what? You're going to still get the land of Israel, but I'm not going to travel with you. Remember, they haven't left the foot of Mount Sinai yet. They're still based at the mountain. They built the tabernacle. They're getting ready to leave. And they're expecting God to travel with them through the wilderness. And God says, you know what? I was wrong about you people. You can still have the land. You can still have Israel, but I'm not going with you. And as we pick up the story today, the lead up, before we get into God's attributes, God revealing God's self to Moses, and then a recap of all the laws for the festivals. Oh, by the way, the festival you just had with the golden calf was an improper festival. Let's review all the proper festivals, connection to Sukkot and Pesach. But right before we get to that, Moses does a little more bargaining. He shows a little chutzpah, in fact, and he's trying to get God to reconsider this idea that God is not going to travel with the people. Wait a second, God. It's not enough just to get the land. The whole deal was that you were going to travel with us after this moment here at Mount Sinai. So this is the reading for, again, Shabbat Chol HaMoed Sukkot and Shabbat Chol HaMoed Pesach, and we'll see those connections. And we also see one of these moments one of the few moments in the Torah, really, where Moshe's character, the character of Moses, and the personality of this great teacher of ours is revealed. We begin on page 538 in your red Chumashim. Please follow along with us. 7 aliyot from the first scroll, and then a mafter from the second scroll. 538 verses 12 through 16. What's your Hebrew name? Hebrew name. And your dad's Hebrew. Yes. Okay. Yaakov ben Shia. Okay. V'yazor v'yashil achol achosim bo v'nomar amen. Akol avogodel Eloheinu tuchel Torah yamdu. Ariel ben Yossi v'Yaakov ben Shia v'Yochana v'Aliyah Rishona. Baruch Shenatan Torah Yisrael b'Kedushato ve'atem adegim Adonai Elohechem chaim kochem hayom.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai Mevarach Le'olam Ha'ed.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Vayomer Moshe Adonai Re'ata Omer Elai Al Eram Azeh Ve'ata lo horatani et asher tishlach imi Ve'ata amarta yiraticha v'shem Ve'gam atzata chen beinai Ve'ata imna matzati chen beinecha הודיעני נא דרכיך ודעך למען אנצחן בעיניך וראה כי עמך הגוי הזה ויאמר פני אליך והניחותי לך ויאמר אליו אם אין פניך הולכים אל תעלנו מזה ובמה יוודע איפה כי מצאתי חן בעיניך אני ועמך, הלא בלכתך עמנו ונפלינו אני ועמך מכל העם, אשר על פני האדמה.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Sheni, the second aliyah, beginning on page 539 with verse 17. These next two aliyot are quite quick as we continue this story, this back and forth between Moshe and Hashem, between Moses and God. 539 verses 17 through 19. Okay. Your name. Okay. One second. Hamoed na Dina Badi Gorva Antoinetta. Venama Bamer David Chaya Bat Rachel Valiashnia.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
מצוין, מצוין. Just hold right here. Amen. ויאמר אדוני אל משה קם את הדבר הזה אשר דיברת אעשה כי מצאת חן בעיני ואדעך בשם ויאמר הריני נא כבודך ויאמר אני אעביר כל טובי על פניך וקראתי בשם אדוני לפניך וחנותי את אשר אחון וריחמתי את אשר ארחם. Grab your talit again.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Shlishi is our third aliyah this morning, which will end off chapter 33. Page 539, verses 20 through 23. Our honoree is Moshe Kempner, who is with us today, accepting an aliyah to the Torah in recognition of a very special birthday. Am I allowed to say which birthday?
Yes?
14th.
Okay. He has to double it.
Arbaasrei. No? Shishim ve'achad, 61. Very good. 6 and 1 added together is 7. It's a very Rabbi Green thing. 7, of course, is a great number in Judaism. Whatever, it's okay. Here we go. 61. All the birthdays are special. We don't need to come up with an explanation. Moshe always celebrates his birthday with us, and we're thrilled that he's here again. We continue with Shlishi and his Aliyah, page 539, verses 20 through 23. Yamon Moshe Yaakov ben Pinchas v'Chana L'Aliyah HaShlishit.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. אמן. ויאמר לא תוכל לראות את פניי כי לא יראני הדם וחי. ויאמר אדוני הנה מקום איתי וניצבת על הצור והיה בעבור כבודי ושמתיך בנקרת הצור וסקותיך פי עליך עוברי וסירותי את כפי וראית את אחורי ופניי לא יראו.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב שרה רבקה רחל ולאה, הוא יברך את משה יעקב בן פנחס וחנה, שעלה היום לכבוד המקום ולכבוד התורה ולכבוד השבת. ולהודות על כל החסדים אשר גמל לו אלוהים מיום היוולדו עד היום הזה. הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמור אותו ואת כל משפחתו, וישלח ברכה וצלחה בכל מעשה ידיו. עם כל ישראל לך ונאמר Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless Moshe Kempner, who has come for an aliyah this morning with reverence for God and respect for the Torah and Shabbat, grateful to God for the gift of life he has enjoyed until this day. Moshe, may the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be God, continue to bless you with length of years, with good health, with the pleasures of Torah study, and with the profound satisfaction that comes from a life of ma'asim tovim, good deeds. Moshe, in celebrating this and other birthdays, may your example remind us. People may count the days of their life, but a person of wisdom makes every day count. And let us again say, Amen. Now, Moshe didn't want any singing. There's a request, and it's his birthday, so we're going to let him. We're going to call him over to this side. Many happy returns of the day. Mazel tov. Ad mea ve'asrim. That gives us a few more birthdays that we get to celebrate together. We look forward to this, Moshe. Thank you for being here and celebrating with us. We have another birthday for our next aliyah, which will continue in just a moment. Revi'i, page 540, moving into the next chapter, chapter 34, covering verses 1 through 3. Celebrating his birthday as well with us this morning is Ray Singer. I think Ray wants us to sing to him, so we will get an opportunity to sing.
Despite the name.
Okay, no, he doesn't want the singing. Okay, well, hey, look, it's an option. Just before we call Ray up here, as we make this transition, that last little bit there is always such, I think you may have heard the teaching before, and maybe it's even a comment in the Chumash. This conversation between God and Moshe where God says, I'm going to show you my ways, which will be the attributes, but you can't see my face. First of all, there's an irony. In the verse that we didn't read that comes right before where this reading starts, it talks about how Moshe and God had a relationship where they spoke to each other panim el panim, face to face. That Moshe had this one-of-a-kind relationship with God. No one has had a relationship with God before that, certainly since. Panim el panim. And then right here God says, but you can't see panai, my face. So it's a little ironic there, of course. And then even more confusing, adding to this whole mystery of revelation and what it would be like to see God, God says, you can't see my face, but I'll show you my side and my back. I'm going to put you in this place in the rock, in the mountain. It's just about to happen. I'm going to pass by you, and you won't see my face, but you'll see my side and you'll see my back. And there's a teaching, and I think it's in the Chumash, this idea, what does it mean to see God's back? This idea that people who have faith, people who believe in God and believe in miracles still these days, often see God after the fact. after God has done something, kind of like the wake. You don't need to know a ship was there, you can see it in the ocean, right? And if you see the effects of what God has done in the world, that can be enough to confirm for you. You don't need to see God do it. You just need to see the aftermath, the effects. I think that's a pretty cool teaching for the idea of what it means to see God's back. So we're building up to it, and here in the 4th and 5th Aliyah, we're going to see Moshe fashion the second tablets. Remember, God wrote the first set. Moshe writes the second set. Even though there is forgiveness, even if a situation can be mended, once it's broken, you never get back to the way it was. It just becomes a new normal. So that's another teaching there. Moshe fashions the new tablets. He goes up back on the mountain, and then we get this moment of personal revelation, and that is where we get these 13 attributes of God. And we'll see that all here, beginning with the 4th Aliyah, Revi'i, again, page 540, verses 1 through 3. Hamoed Yisrael ben Chaim L'Aliyah HaRevi'it.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Hold right here. Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe psolecha shnei luchot avanim karishonim v'chatabti al haluchot et advarim asher hayu al haluchot harishonim asher shibarta ve'yen achon laboker ve'alita vaboker el har Sinai v'nitzavta li sham al rosh hahar ואיש לא יעלה עמך, וגם איש אל ירא בכל ההר, גם הצאן והבקר אל יראו, אל מול ההר ההוא.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Sorry? Amen. Oh. Mishavera Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarif Karachav Leah Uyevarech et Yisrael ben Chaim She'Allah hayom lichvod hamakom v'lichvod haShabbat v'lichvod haTorah ולהודות על כל החסדים אשר גמלו אלוהים מיום היוולדו עד היום הזה. הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמור אותו וכל משפחתו, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיו. עם כל ישראל לך ונאמר Amen. May God who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, bless Ray's singer, Yisrael ben Chaim, who has come for an aliyah this morning with reverence for God, with respect for the Torah and for Shabbat. Grateful to God for the gift of life he has enjoyed until this day. Ray, may the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be God, continue to bless you with length of years, with good health, with the pleasures of Torah study, and with the profound satisfaction that comes from a life of Maasim Tovim, good deeds. In celebrating this and other birthdays, may your example remind us, people may count the days of their life, but a person of wisdom makes every day count. Let us all say, Amen. Mazel Tov. No singing? Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov. It's a good tune. Many happy returns of the day. Thank you for celebrating with us. Ad Mea Ve'asrim, 120, so that we may continue this year after year into the future. 5th Aliyah is next. Here comes the big moment. Here comes the big moment with the attributes. Special Aliyah here, our honoree, Sid Ritter, who's with us, unless he's in a warmer climate, every day of the week, really, or if he's out of town. And on this Shabbat last year, Sid took a very special trip, he was telling me, and he's going to tell us a quick word about it after, to Croatia, where I happen to have been. Now, was it Split or Dubrovnik? Do you remember? Which one was it, where you did the Aliyah?
Zagreb.
You were in Zagreb. Oh, I haven't been to Zagreb. It's inland. I stayed on the coast. I told you, holiday, the beach. But in Zagreb, the Croatian capital, on this Shabbat Hamoed Sukkot last year, Sid was there, and he received this same aliyah to the Torah. So he's connecting last year's milestone trip to this moment, the 5th Aliyah for Sid Ritter, as we continue reading page 541, verses 4 through 10. Yamod Sadia Matidyahu ben Mordechai Yaakov Verivka Laliyah HaChamishit.
Baruch et Adonai HaMorach.
Baruch Adonai Amborach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Amborach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch Ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayivso shnei luchot avanim karishonim. Vayashkem Moshe v'aboker vayal el har Sinai kasher tziva Adonai oto kasher tziva Adonai oto vayikach biyado shnei luchot avanim. Vayered Adonai be'anan v'yityatzeh imo sham vayikra b'shem Adonai vayavor Adonai al panav vayikra Adonai Adonai el rachum v'chanun erech apayim v'rav chesed v'emet notzer chesed lalafim nosei avon v'afesha v'chata v'nakeh lo yenakeh poker avon avon al banim v'al bnei banim al shileshim v'al ribeim Vayimaher Moshe vayikod artza vayishtachavu vayomer imna matzati chen b'nech Adonai elechna Adonai b'kirbeinu Ki am ksheorefu v'salachta lavonenu chatateinu n'chaltanu vayomer hine anochi koret brid neged kol amcha esed niflaot asher lo nivru v'chol haaretz u'chol hagoyim v'rach chol ha'am asher ata v'kirbo En Maseh Adonai kinorahu asher ani oseh imach.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochinu. Baruch Ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. I mentioned Sid just wanted to share a quick word on that experience. No, it's a quick word. Let's hear about it. Sid.
Good morning, everybody. Bruchim habayim el sheba'u me'haaretz. I just wanted to give you some indication of where we were. We were in Zagreb at the Bet Israel Synagogue. We had to submit our picture passport pages before we went there. We were scrutinized as we arrived at the gate. There was a little steel building, approximately 3 meters by 3 meters, which is housed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by the Croatian military to make sure that nobody destroys the entry gate. There is a 8-foot-high fence around the synagogue, and when we went inside the gate, we were met by a couple of people, Israeli security, as a matter of fact, who we had to show our passport pages to. They compared that to the passport pages which we had submitted prior, and once they agreed that they matched, and I was able to speak with them in Hebrew, which helped a lot, we were ushered into the synagogue and up to the 3rd floor by stairs. It's a small synagogue with the reader's table in the middle, Aron Kodesh on the east side of the building, separate area seating for men and women with a mechitza in the middle. So it's an old style, if you want to put it that way, synagogue, but was very, very interesting, and we were welcomed there with open arms.
Oh. Yashikoach said. I always say the stories about the history of this place, or the way that Shabbat morning can be so different and yet so similar, but so different all over the world, is always welcome. So, anyone who's got a story like that, I know Irene has told a story before about being to Italy. I didn't want to single her out, but I kind of did. And sit now. So, if you want to celebrate a birthday or other milestones, the Torah is a great way to do that. We've got 2 more aliyot left. Yeah?
I do have some material on the synagogue here. If anybody wants to see it after services, you're welcome.
We'll set up a booth for him at Fri AM. It'll be great. It's like a science fair project. He's got like the board with my trip to... You should do a limud. You should do a limud. It'd take me off the hook from having to do one. Okay. 6th aliyah is next. These next 2 and final 2 from the first scroll are going to capture the recap of the holidays that are acceptable. And we'll look out for the holiday that we're celebrating right now. Here's a hint. Free lunch to anyone who can find out what the holiday is called in the Torah reading. It's not called Chag HaSukkot. So whoever's got that answer gets a free lunch. Okay. Shishi, page 542, verses 11 through 17. Yamdu. Yav ben Eliyahu. Daniel ben Mach, Lelia Shishi. Touch here.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Shmor lecha et asher anochi mitzavcha hayom hineni goresh mipanecha et Amori ve'Knani ve'Chiti ve'Aperizi ve'Chivi ve'Yebusi hishamer lecha pen tichrot brit le'yoshev haaretz asher ata ba'aleha pen yeh lemokesh b'kirbecha כי את מזבחותם תתוצון ואת מצבותם תשברון ואת אשריו תכרותון כי לא תשתחווה לאל אחר כי אדוני קנה שמו אלקנה הוא פן תכרות ברי ליושב הארץ וזנו אחרי אלוהיהם וזבחו לאלוהיהם וקרא לך ואכלת מזכרו ולקחת מבנותיו לבניך וזנו בנותיו אחרי אלוהיהן ויזנו את בניך אחרי אלוהיהן אלוהי מעשיך לא תעשה לה.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נתן בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Shvi'i, final reading from the scroll, first scroll, page 543, verses 18 through 26. Here we're going to see the connection, the tie-in with the festivals. Remember, free lunch, what's the real name? Shvi'i, page 543, 18 through 26. Tamona. What's your name? Leah bar Yaakov Egalia. Ve'adi bat Einat ve'Yoav. Ve'ilana bat Yona ve'Einat Lelia Shvi'it. Okay, so touch your toe.
Baruch Adonai
Mevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Beautiful. Who wants to hold right here? matzot tishmor. Shivad yamim tochal matzot asher tziviticha lemoed chodesh aviv. Ki bechodesh aviv yatzata mimitzrayim. Kol peter rechem li v'chol miknachati zachar peter shor vaseh. Ufeter chamor tivde v'sev im lo tivde v'arafto. Kol bechor banecha tivde v'lo yirau fanai rekam. Sheshet yamim tavod ubayom hashvi'i tishbot becharish uvachatzir tishbot. V'chag shavuot taseh lecha bikurei ketzir chitim. V'chag ha'asif tgufat hashana. Shalosh pa'amim b'shana yira'eh kol zchurcha et pnei Hadon Adonai Elohei Yisrael. Ki orish goyim mipanecha v'irchavti et givulecha v'lo yachmod ish et artzecha. Balotecha lerot et pnei Adonai Elohecha. Balotecha leiraot et pnei Adonai Elohecha shalosh pamim b'shana. Lo tishchad al chametz dam zivchi v'lo yalin laboker zevach chag hapasach. Reshit bikurei admatecha tavi bein Adonai Elohecha lo tevashel gedi b'chalevimo.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Shabbat shalom. So, free lunch, what's it called in the Torah? Chag Ha'asif, right? The ingathering, the big harvest festival reminds us that in ancient times, Sukkot was the biggest festival of the year. Just as Thanksgiving is the biggest holiday in the United States, right? It was actually inspired by the idea of the final harvest festival, the one for which all the farmers were most thankful. And everyone back then was a farmer, right? So Chag Ha'asif, big deal. They got the biggest crowds in Jerusalem at the temple on Sukkot. The rabbis just called it Hechag, the feast. That's how big a deal Sukkot was and why it was Zman Simchateinu. We'll be reading about the sacrifices on Sukkot in temple times from the Maftir in the second scroll in just a moment. First, we invite you to rise for the lifting and tying of the first scroll. Yamdu Amagbiya V'Agolelet Shel Sefer HaRishon. V'zot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch Shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch Shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Please be seated. You can flip ahead to page 935 for the reading from the second scroll. Page 935, verses 26 through 31. Miles Shatsky has been doing the Haftarah and Shabbat Chol Hamoed Sukkot for a number of years now, and we've got him again this year. He is our honoree for the Maftir Aliyah, and Bonnie Robinson will be our Torah reader. Page 935, verses 26 through 31. Yamod Meir ben Yerachmiel v'chaya Maftir Chazal.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amin V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Amen. Uvayom HaChamishi Parim Tisha Elim Shanayim Kevasim B'nei Shana Arba'a Asar Tamimim Uminchatam V'nizkehem Laparim La'elim V'lakevasim B'misparam Kamishpat Usi'ir Chatat Echad Milvat Olad Hatamid Minchata V'nizka Uvayom Hashishi Parim Shmona Elim Shanayim Kevasim B'nei Shana Arba'a Asar Tamimim Uminchatam V'nizkehem Laparim La'elim V'lakevasim B'misparam Kamishpat Usi'ir Chatat Echad Milvad Olad Hatamid Minchata Unsacheha.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. Asher natan lanu Torah Emet V'chayei Olam Nata B'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Mr. Koach Bonnie for that Torah reading. Beautiful job. And thank you to Bonnie and Shelley for being our Gabayim for the Torah reading. Again, a happy birthday to Ray Singer and a happy birthday to Moshe Kempner. Remember, you can celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, and other milestones with an Aliyah to the Torah. If you don't get a letter, if you got something coming up, just give us a call and we'd be happy to slot you in and make a special Misha Berach. And to all of our guests who took an Aliyah to the Torah, thank you for doing that. Just before we lift and tie the second scroll of the Torah, we'll do one more Misha Berach for all those who we know, family, friends, and members of our community who are sick and who could benefit from us praying for their health. I'll read the names on our list this week, and then you'll have an opportunity to call out names from the congregation. On our list this week, we'll be doing a Misha Berach for Sharon Freed, Dina Rachel bat Sarah Esther, Tova Yael bat Dina Rachel, Eliezer Meir ben Tova Yael, Katriel Yosef ben Tova Yael, David Tzvi ben Sarah Pesel, Aviva bat Malka, Liba bat Gitel, Yaakov ben Sion ben Miriam, Karen bat Rivka, Yakira bat Sarah, Judy Sipe, Jolene Lip, Rona McDonald, Harav Shmuel ben Bracha, Marcia Schwartzman, Andrea Garant, Jean Kopstein, Bracha bat Gitel, Natan Beyer ben Cyril, Michael ben Chana, Chaya Leah bat Fega, Baruch Shlomo ben Esther Tzivia, Mendel bat Bronya, Ashira bat Esther Tzivia, Michael Soler, Yaakov ben Sarah, and Shandel bat Miriam. If you have names you'd like to add to our prayers before we join together in the Misha Berach, which is in the Sidur on page 34, please stand and we'll go through the congregation, and everyone will have a chance to call out the names of the people. Regina, why don't you start us? Amen. 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 Lois? Amen. 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 Drum? Alice?
Misha, Ben, Esther, Allison Briggs, and Angie.
Amen. Amen.
Rabbi Oliver Moss and Dr. Shimon Moss.
Amen. Amen.
Lava bat Hesi, Avrama Malka, Leah bat Naomi, Leah bat Hinda, Hinda bat Leah, Ari ben Ivka, Herbert Singer, and Alan bat Hesi.
Amen. Amen.
Chana Dworsky.
Amen.
Ted Cohen,
Amen. Bert?
Cheryl Azar, and Doris Diamond.
Amen.
Marty Barrow.
Amen.
Sarah Martin,
Amen.
Laura Weisdorf.
Amen.
Eileen Solomon.
Amen. Thank you to everyone. In the Siddur on page 34, if you're with us regularly, you know it, but if it's the first time for you, it's a special version of the Misha Berach, Hebrew and English, composed by Debbie Friedman, Zichrona Livracha. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Thank you, everyone. I'll ask you to rise one more time for the lifting and tying of the second scroll. Yamdu Amagbi Abagolelet Shel Sefer Hasheni. V'zot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah udvar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Please be seated. Not only do we not do a parsha, because we have the holiday reading, but we have a special haftarah done every year on the Shabbat of Chol Hamoed Sukkot. I believe this is the 4th year that Miles has done this, and it started with an idea because he wanted to do a haftarah, and I said, well, you know, I'm always kind of scrambling after the holidays. This one creeps up, and he said, oh yeah, I'll do it, and he's done it ever since, and it's a fantastic story with a lot of drama. Armageddon kind of feel in this one. So it's from the prophet Ezekiel, Yechezkel. It's in your Chumash on page 1260. And Miles is going to take it right now. Welcome on. Shabbat Shalom.
Thanks in advance. I know if I say anything else, I'll open up myself up to ridicule, Matthew. But after doing it 4 years running, it's really an honor. Last year was my dad's special birthday, 80th birthday, and I was just looking out. I mean, I can see there's so many kids have come from Israel to see me read. Maybe next year we should use it as a sanctuary at least.
Easy.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nviim tovim v'ratza v'divrei hanemarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai abocher b'Torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'v'yeh hamet v'tzedek. Amen. V'haya b'yom hahu b'yom bo skog al admat Yisrael num Adonai Elohim kalech amati be'api u'bekinati be'shevrati dibarti imlo b'yom hahu yeh rash gadol al admat Yisrael Verashu mipanai dege hayam ve'of hashamayim v'chayat hasadeh v'chol haremes haromes al adama v'chol adam asher al pnei adama v'neresu heharim v'naflu amadregot v'chochama le'eretz tipo v'krati alav v'chol harai erev neum Adonai Elohim cherevish v'achiv tiyeh v'nishpatiti ito v'dever uvdam v'geshem shotef v'avnei al gavish esh v'gofri amtir alav ve'al agapav ve'alamim rabim asher itov ve'higadilti ve'higadishti ve'nodati le'nei goyim rabim yadu ki ani Adonai ve'ata ben adam inave al God ve'amarta ko amar Adonai Elohim Hineni elecha God nesi rosh meshach ve'tuval ve'shofavticha ve'shishaticha ve'haliticha mi'arketei tzafon v'avyoticha al harei Yisrael v'iketi kashtecha miyad shmolecha v'chitzecha yadimcha apil al harei Yisrael tipo ata v'chol agapecha v'amim asher itach le'et tzipor kol kanav v'chayat hasadeh netaticha le'echla al pnei hasadeh tipo ki ani dibarti num Adonai Elohim v'shilachti esh b'magog v'yoshvei hayim levetach v'yadu ki ani Adonai v'shem kodshi odiyah betoch ami Yisrael v'lo achel et shem kodshi od v'yadu hagoyim ki ani Adonai kadosh b'Yisrael Ineva b'niyata num Adonai Elohim hu hayom asher dibarti ve'yatsu yoshvei arei Yisrael uviaru v'hisiku v'neshek umagen tzina bekeshet uvchitzim umalkel yad uvromach v'yaru vahem esh sheva shanim v'lo yisu etzim min hasadeh v'lo yachtevu min hayararim ki v'neshek yavru esh v'shalelu et sholalehem uvazezu et bozezehem num Adonai Elohim v'haya v'yom hahu aten legog mekom sham kever Yisrael ye haovrim kidmat hayam v'chosemet ki et haovrim v'kavru sham et hagog v'et kol hamono v'karu yechamon gog ukvarum Beit Yisrael למען טהר את הארץ 7 חודשים, וקברו כל עם הארץ, והיה להם לשם. יום הקדתי נאום אדוני אלוהים, ואנשי תמיד יבדילו עוברים בארץ, מקברים את עוברים, את הנותרים על פני הארץ לטהרה, מקצה 7 חודשים יחקורו. ועבדו העוברים בארץ, וראה עצם אדם, ובן אצלו ציון, עד קברו אותו המקברים את גיא המון גוג, וגם שמיר עמונה, וטיהרו הארץ. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, tzur kol olamim, tzadik b'kol hadorot, ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer ve'oseh, hamdaber mekayem, shechol dvarav emet v'tzedek. Ne'eman atahu Adonai Eloheinu, v'ne'emanin dvarecha, v'devarecha midvarecha, achor lo yashuv rekam, ki el melech ne'eman v'rechaman atah. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Shemo,
Ha'el ha'ne'eman v'chol dvarav.
Amen.
Rachem al Tzion ki hi beit chayenu, v'alalu v'nefesh, toshia b'mera b'yameinu, Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Shemo,
V'sameh Tzion b'vaneha.
Amen.
Samcheinu Adonai Eloheinu b'Eliyahu hanavi avdecha u'malchut Beit David Meshichecha b'mhera yavo v'yagel libenu al kiso lo yeshev zar v'lo yimchalu od acharim et kvodo ki v'shem kadshecha nishbata lo shelo yikve nero l'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shemo,
Magen David.
Amen.
Al Torah, Vel Avodah, Vel Anviim, Vel Yom HaShabbat Hazeh, Vel Yom Chag HaSukkot Hazeh, Shenatata Lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, Likusha Limnucha, Lesasonu Lesimcha, Lechavodu Letifaret. Al Hakol, Adonai Eloheinu, Anachnu Modim Lach, Umparchim Otach, Yitbaresh Shimcha befi kol chai tamid leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Shemo,
Mekadesh HaShabbat v'Yisrael v'Hazmanim.
Well done, Miles. Yasher Koach and Kol Kavod. Thank you. The 4th year, and hopefully many more, continuing to chant this Haftarah. Hopefully we're following along, an intense Haftarah to be sure. Other thank yous we want to extend, in addition to Miles for chanting the Haftarah this morning, to Shelley Chachanoff for being at the front of the chapel, thank you. To our greeters, Elizabeth Posen, Ken Blankstein-Uhr, Phyllis Laidman, and Bill Weissman, thank you to all 4 of you for welcoming everyone into our home for this Shabbat morning. To Marvin Polanski, our audiovisual technical director, and to all of you for participating, for being here. Thank you so much. Of course, to Rabbi Nibal Mas, who will be delivering the Dvar Torah in just a few moments. After the service, everyone is invited to stay for Kiddush. First, Rabbi Mas has the L'chaim Club in the choir room, a sip of something for your Shabbat morning pleasure. Unfortunately, we cannot extend that invitation to our students. So everyone, and as a student, is going to head straight to where Kiddush is, which is in...
We are going to ask for
which is in the auditorium, I believe. Kiddush in the auditorium. Please join us for Kiddush. If you'd like a little study in your Shabbat afternoon, continuing on the theme of maybe, yeah? On Hoshana Rabbah, Shmini Atzeret, and Simchat Torah, the end of Sukkot and the festivals that are coming up at the beginning of this week. We've got some announcements about that in just a second. Torah L'chaim will be about 12:40, 1 o'clock in the choir room if you want some study. But please, everybody, stay for Kiddush. So, a quick couple of announcements on what's coming up. If you've got your site and you're saying Kaddish and you want to come tonight, 6 o'clock here in the chapel. Tomorrow morning, services are at 9. They're in the sanctuary. Tomorrow's Hoshana Rabbah, last day of Sukkot, and we're celebrating a bat mitzvah, a family who wanted kind of an out-of-the-box celebration. It's the first time we've done this on Hoshana Rabbah. It's a great service. It falls on a Sunday this year. It has actual Hoshanot where we march around with the lulav and etrog. Everyone will have a chance to shake the lulav and etrog, and there's this epic beating of the aravot, where the willows are separated from the lulav and struck against the table and totally disintegrated on the bima. Come and join. Everyone in the family, in the friends, and the congregation will be participating in all the different special Sukkot aspects of this service. It's a 2-hour service, 9 to 11, and there is a Kiddush afterwards for the guests and the congregation all together. That's tomorrow. Sunday night is at 6. It's the beginning of Yontif, Erev Shmini Atzeret. Shmini Atzeret in the morning, Monday morning. Monday morning. I always wanted to do that, sorry. It's pretty good. But hey, if you're going to talk, I'm going to do that. Monday morning, you're going to want to hear this. Yizkor service, Monday morning. Service starts at 9. Let's say Yizkor will be at 10. There is a light Kiddush after that service. Again, we're hoping somewhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours for our service for Shmini Atzeret Monday morning. Monday night, 6 o'clock is Minyan. 6:30, we move over into the sanctuary. We do our Erev Simchat Torah celebration. Hakafot, dancing with the Torah. 7 sets of dancing in the sanctuary. Then we march into the auditorium. We will unfurl the entire Torah. We'll do a tour of the entire Torah. We will collectively read the end and the beginning of the Torah to complete the cycle and start it anew. And then there will be Torah-themed cake and ice cream. Monday night, everything starts at 6 with Minyan, Simchat Torah 6:30. And then Monday morning, service 7:30 is part of the Minyan. Tuesday morning, 7:30 back here, Simchat Torah, where we'll be doing some more dancing with the Torah and the beginning and end of the Torah once again. So lots coming up in the next couple of days. You are invited to join us for each and every one of these programs for whatever you would like to participate in. Yeah. Okay, good. It's now our pleasure to conclude the service with the Dvar Torah. Oh yeah, let's put the Torah back. Please rise. Yehalelu, page 41. Yehalelu et Shem Adonai, ki niskav shmo levado. Odo al eretz v'shamayim ve'yarem keren le'amot teila lecho chasidav livnei Yisrael am kirovo. Hallelujah. It's Chaim hi lamachaziki ba v'tom chea meushar. Kadesh Yameinu, Kadesh Yameinu, Keked. Please be seated.
Okay. Let me tell you a funny story that I heard during the week. It's about this husband and wife that decided to celebrate their 60th birthday together. Okay? So in the middle of a celebration, an angel from God came to visit them and said, God sent me to grant each one of you one wish. So the woman, she's so excited. So she said, I would like to travel with my husband for the entire world. And poof, when the smoke cleared, she was holding a bunch of plane tickets. They go everywhere around the world. The husband, he moves his head, in disbelief. And he said, I would like to be married to a woman 30 years younger than me. And poof, when the smoke clears, he's 90 years old.
I do.
Why did I tell you this joke today? Because I want to talk to you today about real joy and real happiness. Why is that? Because I don't know if you're aware of that one of the names of the holiday of Sukkot is Zman Simchateinu, the time of our joy.
I said it.
And it's kind of interesting. And there are many different explanations of why Sukkot is Zman Simchateinu, because if you look around, everything is so simple. Nothing is fancy on Sukkot. Nothing. We don't have special dishes, right? We go to a sukkah that is so fragile. And we shake the lulav and the etrog that they're, well, maybe except for the etrog that is kind of fancy and expensive, everything else is kind of also simple. And I believe maybe one of the messages is to find happiness through simple things. But let's say that you figure out how to bring joy to your life, or you feel like you are having joy and happiness in your life. Well, there is something interesting that happened on Sukkot. And it's during Shabbat Hamoed. Some synagogues will take time during the service to read the entire book of Kohelet, of Ecclesiastes. Remember I mentioned this at the beginning of the service for those who came at 10 a.m.? It's okay. All what I said is that I was going to talk about it during the sermon. So we read the book of Kohelet, and I don't know if you ever had the opportunity to read the book of Kohelet, the Ecclesiastes. It's a downer. It's a book that starts from the very beginning, saying everything is meaningless under the sun. Everything is meaningless under the sun. So can you imagine reading everything is meaningless under the sun on Sukkot? That's supposed to be Zman Simchateinu. How can we put the two together? How can the rabbis commanded us to read this kind of book that it seems to be all the opposite of what the spirit of Sukkot is? So the rabbis explain that the proper way to understand the book of Ecclesiastes is in the opening line, when it said everything is meaningless under the sun. What does it mean under the sun? It means in the world. So basically, everything that is attached to material things is meaningless. But if you learn to find joy and happiness and something that is not connected to material things, that when you can get actual joy and actual happiness. And I believe this is something that we all learn when we are little. We all learn to be happy with such little things, and the most important thing that we have, and if you look at a little kid, the most important things are, the parents, grandparents, they are so happy when they have a play date with their friends, because they learn to find happiness on the people they love and the people that love them. It's interesting. I see Maura Joyce there. She will know what I'm talking about. I went yesterday to the assembly at Gray Academy. They were having it was very nice, a Simchat Torah assembly with all the kids from junior kindergarten all the way to grade 6. And some of our guests that came today, they were there carrying the Torah. It was very nice. But my point is, you can see the evolution or de-evolution all the way from junior kindergarten to grade 6. You can see how happy the little ones are to march around with this, handmade kind of flags, right? And all the parents and grandparents are there taking photos. And they are so happy to share that family time together. But then you go to grade 1, kind of still okay. Then grade 2. Grade 3 is when I start yawning. Right? And from there, grade 6, you see they're looking at the ridiculous flags. Parents are not there anymore, right? Because they probably said, "Mom, please don't embarrass me, don't come." And because there is a point in our life that we make a switch. We don't rely on our relationships to be the source of our joy, right? Instead, we start relying on material things. So if we have maybe a fancy flag, or maybe we are playing video games for Simchat Torah, I can enjoy that. But if it would be another opportunity to spend, more time with my siblings and my parents, I pass. But if you think about it, that is the spirit of Sukkot. Spirit of Sukkot is not about the fancy things we have around, but the wonderful relationships that we build in our life. We have an amazing opportunity to spend time with them without any distraction. And then we read, of course, Kohelet, in the middle of Sukkot, to remind us that yes, it's Zman Simchateinu, but don't go to look for that simcha, for that joy, for that happiness on material things. You have to learn to find joy and happiness in the relationships you build in your life. And remember, this book of Kohelet was, according to the rabbis, written by King Solomon. When he reached an old age and he looked back at his life, and let me tell you, he knew how to party like nobody else. He had more wives than anybody else, right? And he thought that he was having so much joy and happiness and entertainment during his life. And when he reached that point of his life, he looked back and said, it's all meaningless. The only thing that actually brought me joy during my life is not the palace, not the 1,000 wives, not the horses, not all the gifts that all these people from other countries brought me. The only thing that actually brought me happiness during my life were the strong relationships that I built. Especially, Solomon is going to end the book saying that the best relationship of all was the relationship that he developed with God. And that is also something that we learn in Sukkot. So, my challenge for you today in this festival of Sukkot, before Sukkot ends, is to rethink where we put our priorities. You think you're going to have joy, happiness in partying, drinking. No. That's meaningless under the sun. The only true source of joy is the joy that you can get from the people who love you and the people you love. So Sukkot is a time to reconnect with them without any distraction, without any interruption. It's a time to celebrate what we call in this generation quality time. And that's Zman Simchateinu. I believe Zman Simchateinu, a better translation is quality time. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Chag Sameach. And let's continue with Aleinu.
Page 44.
Page
44.
44. The ark is open. Please rise. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו לכל המונה, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא
נותן שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומשה ויקרו בשמיים עמה ושכינת זו בקווי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אלוהי
בסולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בהשבותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים עמם, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Scottishers, page 46. This week we mourn the passing of Ruth Robbins. We extend our heartfelt sympathy to Carolyn Michael Warsaw, Lauren and Renee Safer, Mira Goldstein, and Myrna Chirac. We extend our condolences to the families who are still in Shloshim, the first month of mourning after losing a loved one, to the families of Renee Rosenzweig, Eva Garay, Tova Yerman, Sylvia Brodsky, and Ruth Bellin. And this week we commemorate the following Yortzites: Joseph Ripp, father of Morley Ripp; Louis Zellickson, grandfather of Louise Raber and Elaine Gamer and uncle of Eleanor Burke; Mitchell Abrams, grandfather of Louise Raber and Elaine Gamer; Zelda Pinkovich, mother-in-law of Rochelle Pinkovich, grandmother of Leon and Miriam Pinkovich; Corinne Greenberg, mother of Sandy Gordon and Brenda Tenenbaum; and Arlene Gladstone, sister of David Meyerowitz, all of blessed memory. Again, Mourner's Kaddish, page 46. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma divrach irutei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayecho nu'vyomecho nu'chaye decho beit Yisrael, v'agalal v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya, yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitraman v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shmei dekudsha, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We invite you to remain standing. We can close with Kiddush, page 48. Rabbi.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ויום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו. סברים מרנן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך עולם בורא פרי הגפן. אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על נטילת ידיים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Shabbat Shalom everyone, please join us for Kiddush. בטרם כל ציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפצו קום, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. אדון אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם קום בטרם כל זה נברא לעת נשא וחפצותו אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבעדו ימלוך לעולם והוא היה והוא הווה הוא יהיה בתפארה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל זה נברא לעת נשא וחפצותו אזי מלך שמו נקרא והוא אחד ושני לעם שלו להגבירה בלי ראשית בלי תכלית לא אחוז והמצרה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל זה נברא לעת נשא וחפצותו אזי מלך שמו נקרא
Exactly, right? Thanks for being here. Be here next week. Awesome. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, great. We're coming over. Okay, I'll be right back.
Tropes on every word. Where's the sticks? Oh, you still have them? Yeah. I was going to ask you. Did you find out? You don't know yet. He doesn't know yet. Hey, should take a bag here so you can take the whole loaf home.